What's up everyone, Emerald here from Emerald's Daily Carry, and today we have a very special video for you live from Osaka, Japan on a trip that we're currently on. We're gonna go over our top 10 items that we bring on every single trip. No matter where I'm going or for how long I'm staying, if it's for a few days or a few weeks, these 10 items always make it into my bag and they kind of pack themselves. I get asked a lot on how I can possibly travel for multiple weeks with just one bag, and I want to make a series of videos that kind of go over the packing process, this being one of them. What's really great about all the items I'm about to mention is that they're really affordable, coming in all under $100. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and buy everything I'm about to mention for $1,000, but it's just to give you a little bit of inspiration for your next trip or your packing needs. This list can also be used as a really good gift guide if you have somebody in your life who is a frequent traveler, and you might find a lot of deals for Black Friday that's coming up. And now I'm not saying that you're gonna have a really bad time on a trip if you don't have these items, but just as far as like if you were a marathon runner and you run a lot, you probably invest a lot of money in your shoes. It's kind of the same for travel. If you are a frequent traveler, some of these things I'm about to mention might make your travel experience a lot better. You might get more value and more benefit out of the things that I'm going to mention. Every item on this list also follows the main principle of one bag travel, which is that each item should have multiple uses. This will allow you to pack less things. It's going to allow you to have less things to keep track of, less things to break, and ultimately it will make sure that you have more time traveling and less time packing. You'd be surprised by how little you actually need once you get used to this mindset. Now, everything I'm about to mention I actually own and I bought with my own money, and I've been using these products for quite a while on my travel journey. If the item that I'm going to mention doesn't really fit your need, I'll also try to give you a little bit of guidance as far as how to purchase each of these items in each category. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more content like this where we talk about travel and packing, but without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first on our list, when you're traveling, you're gonna need a bag to carry everything that you have while you're out and about, your phone, your wallet, your keys. And the best thing for that is gonna be a travel sling. Now, we've talked a lot about slings on this channel. This one in particular, we haven't mentioned yet, but it is a fantastic sling for someone who's just kind of casually going out and about with their business. And it is this Lululemon Everyday Sling. It's a 1 liter sling. It's got everything that you ever need. It has a back lay flat zipper. It has 3 internal slip pockets, and it's really great for being able to organize a bunch of your stuff. The build quality of it is super great, and it only costs like 40 bucks. This comes in a bunch of different colors, so it can suit any type of style that you're gonna have while you're traveling. And it's really small and compact, very easy to shove into a bag. If that's not your vibe, then a sling can cost almost anything. So just look for a sling that has the capacity that you'd like. Ideally, you can put the things that you're gonna bring with you in that bag before you buy it to make sure that it fits well and that it's gonna function the way that you would like. Make sure that it's built really well. The other thing to note is to make sure that those materials are gonna be very easy to clean while you're traveling. The second item on our list has to do with charging. When you're traveling, you're going to be bringing your phone, maybe a laptop, maybe a tablet, maybe an e-reader, maybe a camera, and it would be super awesome if we could just consolidate all of that into one charging brick, and you can with a GaN charger. These things are super great because most of the time they'll have multiple ports. This one has 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port. It's super compact, and it also has a lot more wattage that it can output than a normal charger can. So you're getting a lot of benefit in a smaller package versus bringing like 4 bricks with you with a bunch of different cords. When you use these, you just want to make sure that you're also using a compatible charging cable. So they do make different cables with different ratings as far as how fast they charge or if they can transmit data. It's a whole complicated thing. I'll link in the description a couple of cables that I use. Just depending on your needs, it's going to change. These run anywhere from $40 to $80 depending on how many ports they have and how much power they output. I'll link in the description this one specifically, but there are a bunch of other ones on the market that you should look into. The next item on our list also has to do with charging, and that is a portable power bank. This one is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery from Satechi. It has a 3-in-1 charger, so if you're an Apple person, it has a Qi charger, an Apple Watch charger, and a USB-C and A out. So you're going to be able to charge your phone, your watch, and your AirPods all in one device. I also use this as a nightstand when I'm at the hotel. I just plug this into my GaN charger and charge it overnight while everything else is charging on top of it, which is super great. Means that I don't have to bring an extra thing with me. You can get power banks in a bunch of different sizes, and that's really going to be the most determining factor of price. This one is $100, but you can get ones for a lot less. Just look for the charging wattage as far as how much energy it can put out. That's going to determine how fast you can charge things, but really a power bank is something that you should definitely have. You're going to be on your phone quite a bit looking at maps and all that, and it's going to drain your battery. If you have cameras that you need to top off or any other electronic devices, you never know when the next time you will have access to an outlet. The next item on our list has to do with hydration. Wherever you end up traveling, you're definitely going to bring some water with you, and a collapsible water bottle is going to be super handy so that you don't have to keep buying bottled water. If you're traveling to an area where tap water isn't drinkable, then yes, you're going to have to buy water, but then you'll be able to buy like a bigger, like gallon-sized, quart-sized water, and then you'll be able to fill your own water bottle with water, which is going to be a lot easier to travel with. What's really great about these collapsible water bottles is that they collapse. So when you're done drinking your water, it's not going to take up all of this space in your bag. This is a 1 liter collapsible bottle from Hydra Pack. They no longer make this, but this is the stash if you can find it. I really like it because it has a plastic bottom, so it allows me to be able to set this on a table or fill this in a sink or something, and it has a little bit of structure, so it's not going to topple over on you. I also like it because it has a very wide opening. This is basically a soft-sided Nalgene. So if you don't need to carry all of this extra water, you can definitely get collapsible water bottles that are even half this size, which is going to help with weight because water is very heavy to carry. But I really like the wide opening. I like the plastic bottom. You can get a bunch of these for a bunch of different prices, anywhere from like $15 to $40. You just want to make sure that whatever it's made out of is a BPA-free plastic so that chemicals are not getting leached into your water, and that also it's very easy to clean. But yeah, a collapsible water bottle, can't go wrong with it. You should always bring one with you. The next item on our list is another bag, but this one, it has a lot of different use cases, and that is a collapsible tote. This is super small and compact. They usually fold in on themselves, and they come in different sizes. So just get the one that suits your needs the best. Make sure that the material is easy to clean and that the way that it collapses in on itself is easy to do, because if it's not, then you're not going to use it. But a collapsible tote is super great because you can bring it with you anywhere, and if you need extra space, bam, you just whip it out and now you have it. I've used this to go and do laundry. I've used this to go to the grocery store. It's a really handy thing to keep with you that doesn't take up any space in your bag. These range in price from $5 to $40 or more, just depending on a bunch of factors. So make sure that you can try to use one of these before you buy them. This next item on the list has to do with food and food storage, but it's also a very handy thing to just carry stuff with you, and that is a reusable sandwich bag. This bag from Stasher cost me about $10. What I really like about it is that it's see-through, so I can see all of the things inside before I pack it. When I'm packing for the trip, I put all of my electronics in this bag. I have a bunch of small things like micro SD cards and things that I need to keep track of. Having the see-through window really helps me to make sure I have everything. And when I get to my destination, I use this for food. You can microwave this, you can freeze it. So if I have any leftovers, I'll put it in here, I'll put it in the refrigerator, microwave it when I'm there for like a meal. If I'm going out and about, I can put snacks in here. So it's just a really versatile bag. It's very easy to clean and doesn't take up very much space. So yeah, just a reusable sandwich bag. It's gonna last you a long time, and you can even use this when you're not traveling. The next item on our list has to do with how do we clip things to other things. You'll be surprised at how many times you're going to have to do that, and that is a hero clip. If you don't know what this is, you should just buy one. It's like a staple basically, but it costs anywhere from 18 to 40 bucks, just depending on the size. This is a small one and it's rated for, I believe, 40 pounds of weight, but it's basically a glorified carabiner. It has this hook attachment system, so you'll be able to clip your bag into the actual carabiner part and then hook this onto a table, or if you're in, a bathroom stall, you can clip this and hook it onto the little thing to hold your bag. This is also great to hold water bottles, to like put your shoes on your bag to dry. It has so many use cases and it's the same size as a regular carabiner, so you should just buy one. Okay, our next two items have to do with the bathroom and bath things. First one being, how do you dry yourself after you're done showering? And that is going to be with a microfiber quick dry towel. I got this one from REI. It's pretty big, but it's big enough to hold my hair up if I'm going to shower. What's really great about these quick dry towels is that they hold like twice their weight in water. So they're super packable, they're really lightweight, they dry fast, and they actually work better than normal towels as far as like how big they have to be to how much water that they can dry up. So I really like packing them because they don't take up very much space. But if I need an extra towel, a hand towel, maybe the hotel didn't give me enough towels, if I'm going to the beach and I need a towel, like there's just so many instances where you might have to dry your hands or something. So just getting your own towel and having it in your pack is just an easy way to solve that problem. They're very inexpensive. I think that one that I got was about $30. You can get quick dry towels for a lot more or a lot less, just depending on the size. But yeah, you just want to make sure it's either a microfiber type of material or a nano fiber, which is even thinner and smaller. Both of those are going to work really well. The next item on our list has to do with bringing liquids on the plane. You have a 3-ounce allowance if you are going to do carry-on only. And I found that these from Matador work really well for me. I think that a pack of 3 costs about $14. What's really great about these is that they're soft-sided. So when you use them, you can actually just decrease the amount of air that's in this and it can start to pack really flat. These are also already 3 ounces, so you're always going to be TSA compliant, which is great. It has a wide removable top, so you'll be able to put your shampoo, a toothpaste. I use one to put my contact solution in. They have these little hook things that you can hook it onto like a rail in the bathroom, but you can also stand them up straight with the cap. I really like these instead of the other options that I found on the market, just because of the soft-sided nature of it. It means that it's very malleable and it can fit anywhere in my Dob kit, and they don't take up a bunch of space once I start to empty it, versus some of the other ones are hard-sided or they have an actual shape that they take up. So I'm just more about the space savings, so these really work well for me. But if you don't like these, then just look for a solution that has 3-ounce capacity and that it has some sort of leak-proof lid of some type, and it's very easy to clean. Those are the 3 features that you want to look into. The last item on my list is going to have to do with your feet, and specifically the insoles in your shoes. You'd be surprised how important the insoles are to the comfort of you walking for a long time. When you're traveling, you're going to be walking, I'm assuming, quite a bit. Insoles are a really good, quick, easy, cheap-ish option to upgrade your shoes. If you don't have special feet, you're going to be able to buy a mass-produced insole for about $70 to $100, just depending on the brand. I would recommend you either go in person to a shoe shop or look online for these retailers. They have quizzes that you can take to try to get the right insole, because they have one specifically for different types of feet. If you have flat feet, you have high arches, or the different types of activities that you're going to be doing, you're going to want to look for either a hiking specific one or something that is like running or, like walking intensive type of insole. If you do go to the store, you'll be able to at least try them out in store, which is great. And a lot of them also have good return policies if you end up buying the wrong size or the wrong type of insole. These insoles are usually really easy to install. You're just going to step on them, make a marker with a Sharpie, cut them out, and then replace your old insoles in your shoes with the new ones, and then bam, you're done. They are a super great way to just upgrade your shoes really easy, and you should try to break them in a little bit before your trip. Maybe go on a couple walks beforehand just to make sure that they are comfortable, and if they're not, then you have enough time to replace them before your trip. But yeah, insole is just a really good option for you if you want to just upgrade your shoe game. And if you made it this far into the video, I have a bonus item for you. This is a thing that I get asked about quite a bit, and it is a tennis ball. People are like, why do you have a tennis ball in your packing list? And I will say this is a very cheap an inexpensive way for you to try to take care of your feet and for your back. This is just really good to relieve a lot of pressure points. You can roll yourself out on this, either on the floor, you can roll your feet out with it. It takes up almost no space or weight in my bag, and you can buy like a pack of 3 of these for $10. So yeah, a tennis ball, here's your little bonus item, also has to do with your feet, but just your overall wellness in general. You're gonna be carrying a bag, I'm assuming, for long periods of time. Your back is gonna be killing you and your feet, so just make sure you roll them out. If you use this on your trip, it's definitely gonna help you out. Whew, and we did it. The top 10 items that I bring on every trip, all costing under $100. I hope that you found any of these items helpful or useful, or at least you got some inspiration from them for your next trip or for a gift for your friend. Remember that everyone's needs are different, and if you're not a one-bag traveler, that's totally okay. If you are interested in it, just like anything else, it's gonna take a little bit of trial and error and time and practice to get good at it. So if you are going from checking multiple bags to trying one-bag travel, it might just take you a bit of time, but with some perseverance, I think you'll be able to find a system that works for you. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support the channel, there are Amazon affiliate links in the video description for all the items that we were talking about. We do get a small commission off of every sale of that at no cost to you. But if that's not your vibe, you can always consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the video with your friends. It gives good vibes to the YouTube algorithm, which means that more people will see this content. But that's gonna do it for this one. My name is Emerald from Emerald's Daily Carry. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.